Those are so close. If any of these are still here in spring, I will go to them. I will try to remember to keep the sheer fucking quantity of animals that I have, and yeah, just absolutely go ham on trying to like get out and do the steel mining and stuff like that. Because if I got a fuck ton of animals, even if I was able to, not that I could, but even if I could like park some just outside of base and then connect them with some colonists or something to go on the caravan so I don't have to take them all in, that would be amazing. Imagine that one person walks back in with like 150 fucking animals. Oh no, Bubba's having a heart attack. Bubba, what's going on? I don't know if I've got anything for you, mate. I definitely do not. Oh, I can sterilize them though. Okay, I'll tell you what, I did not know that that was an option. Do you know why that would be nice to know? Because we had a fleet of cats at one point that was a little bit of an issue. Shoo, mate. Shoo, I believe in you, but like seriously, like fucking go. I couldn't click on it. I was like missing every single time. Just like run, mate, run. Get up to turrets area, actually. It's a great idea. Run up to turrets. Once he gets in range of the turrets, there we go. Make yourself a revenge as well. Alright, hold on. Where is it? I figured it'd be somewhere else. Lumi's here too. Corpsey, mate, I can't risk you going down for that. That is one fast Megasoft. Just run up there. Lumi. Maybe back off. Man. There we go. Alright. All sweet. There we go. It's down. Crisis averted. And we've got some meat now. That's always nice. So, I decided not to put roofs on here to make indoor grow rooms. And this was actually super beneficial for my colony in the sense of power, since I don't have to power sun lamps in here, like grow lamps or whatever, right? But any kind of cold snap that does come through will wipe out everything in here effectively. But because I've got this contained, the only reason why I've got it contained is to keep the general wildlife animals out. That's all it is. Shoo! Mate, did you not just learn? I need you to come back up here. Shizuka's headed down there too, which is a bit of a concern. It might take off after her. Try it again. No, mate. Can you hunt it at that distance? You don't need to be that close, I can tell you that right now. Good luck with hitting it. I knew he wasn't going to be able to, but I'm like, you know, sometimes they've got to take a hit to learn. Now he's in range, but just not quite. There we go. He's good. Alright, he'll go get himself some health, maybe. Yeah, so the other thing I need to do here... So I've kind of... Well, let me finish up with this. So I've made the choice to put things that are needed all year round for my colony in these areas. Oh, psychic soup for men. Nice. That's going to help. Let me make sure we keep that. So things like medicine production, we need that all year round. Because this is a permanent summer map, it's going to help with like it just growing all year round instead of it just stopping because it went to winter. Whereas we do have a food production all year round as well, at least one. This one animals can get into, so it's not that secure. It's rice. Like if we happen to I don't know, have a cold snap, animals get in there, rice grows pretty fast. And it's on a pretty healthy like grow zone, so I'm not worried. We moved the chocolate indoors so my animals stop eating them. Because that is a fucking problem I didn't realize that I had made for myself. Also, the second caravan is... Oh, I should say the third caravan's going because the other one's out. And I don't know if these guys are faster. 22 tiles per day versus 41 tiles a day. No, these guys are going to be flying the whole way. If the other ones get out, I will pause them and I will let them catch up. Because that way I can have two groups going together. But yeah, we've got more food. We've got slower growing food. I really don't need this to be like strawberries and strawberries being like our staple, but it's fine. I could change it over to something like potatoes, I guess, for a distance. We could probably do that. And I'll tell you what, I will actually get rid of this because I've got like a haphazard situation going on here with the grow area. Where did I get zones? You. Because some of this is stone ground, so I can't grow on it. But yeah, let's default that to potatoes. So then we get potatoes, we get corn and berries. Then we have Devil Strand, which is a cloth, or it's a formal cloth kind of thing. And yeah, the whole idea with that is that Devil Strand takes a fucking long time to grow. I will probably get maybe at best 2 crops a year out of this if they do take the time to plant the whole thing. Even if I get rid of this, I'm not going to get any more grow space. What I can do, if I really want to get creative, and I've done this in the past, is I can close the space like this and I can make it special storage like I did with my colony that had alcohol production. And we had just a little room in here where none of the animals were allowed to go. If my people made beer, they themselves would have to walk it over and store it in here. Nothing else would do it, so nothing else would drink it. Also, I don't know if you guys can see it. If you're on the phone, I know you can't. But if you'll notice, we have 3 rows of itty bitty fucking people. Look at this. There's 1 extra person right here. Who are you? Snail. I always wanted to see if this would go down to 3 rows, but I guess it does. If you can just rest a second and just let them catch up. Yeah, I always wanted to see if it would do that because it always just looks like this, and I didn't know if it would ever go down to that, but I guess it can. It's really cool. I was hoping to see that 250 people, but we never quite got there. Also, I still don't know for sure who in my colony is still marked. I don't know who it is. I know 5 people at least should be marked, but maybe more, to basically die. What I mean by that is that they have like their medical privileges revoked. So if I go into a person, I don't know if it would show me actually. Health? Yeah, this. Basically, if they've got no medical care, they're going to die if they have a flu or a battle or something. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait till these 2 catch up. If I wanted to, I could probably pause this and let that lot catch up to them as well. Like, while I wait. And then, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to send a massive group as one and see what the fuck happens with this, because I just want to, for shits and giggles. Got like 52 animals on that, combined with the 35, combined with the 28. This thing should fucking tear down there. It's got like 123 days worth of food, which is interesting. It's not unlimited. But yet before it was saying there was 18 days of food on it. This one's got 130 odd, but they'll rot in 49. This, yeah, the one with the shit ton of corn and stuff. This is what's going to feed them during winter, by the way, down there, while they breed up. But yeah, I've got to get these 2 to connect. I've got to leave that one the fuck alone. Dodsworth, mate, what you doing? Shoot frenzy. Nice. I also do like the fact that even though I'm changing around how my colony is kind of looking, I actually kind of really like what's going on with this. Can you reinstall that just up there, please? Get rid of that. And yeah, pretty much since I made this particular shape of a base kind of thing, I was a little bit iffy on how it all kind of structured out. And I'm actually okay with it now, how it's all looking. You 2 are almost ready to combine. There we go. All right, don't rest, move on. 33 tiles a day. All right, I just gotta wait for these 2 to connect. Knowing me, I'll fuck up and I'll connect this one that's not going up. But then again, if it's got spare animals. If it's got spare animals, I could flip one out. A lot of food. It's pretty close to home. It does have a lot of food. I think this is the one that's bringing the pemmican up. But Nikki, something that she's done is wasted away. That's fine. All right, I've got 2 colonists idle. Is that down here? Lola's here, and I think the other one, Ocelot's at the other base. But what is your bio? You are cooking. How are you wandering? Provide recruitment, Labia. Nice. I don't have any prisoners though. So I have a whole fuck ton of benches and you don't have anything to do? Are you sure about that? Why can't I get you to do something? Really spacious. Offer bedroom, slept in cold, pessimists. Alright, well you're off. Now you're going and cooking. I don't know what its beef was. Maybe they were just having a wander. Go back out and make sure that I don't miss this pair, because problem is once it hits night and it doesn't look like it's for a while, they should be able to combine hopefully before nightfall. Worst case scenario is these two and that one happen to get close enough all at the same time. It's going to make it really fucking hard to get them to merge. This Lola needs treatment. I don't have spare lungs, by the way. I gotta get some. I'm not gonna hack up a colonist. Let me just clarify that. I know somebody's waiting in the wings to be like, oh yeah, you've got plenty of lungs laying around in your colony. I'm aware of this, but let's not. So I'm also gonna pack out like the kitchen and all sorts of spaces. And since this is gonna be this kind of space, I should have built that there. I really should have. Or up here somewhere. That also would have been nice. Does it do it? No. Don't peer pressure me, Anne. I won't accept that. No. I know if I ever really needed somebody, I could always capture an attacker or something and rip their lungs out. The funny thing is you've got to do it well timed or otherwise they might die during surgery. So I did that once when I was really new to RimWorld. I did the funniest fucking surgery process. So I legitimately just was like, oh, I need basically like this laundry list of particular items, right? And the very first thing that I did was like ripped out their heart. And then I realized that they die obviously when you take their heart. So I was like, damn. Obviously, I need to do this in a different order to be able to get the most amount of, like, supplies from them. I've got a lurk about to pass out. No worries, Smirthless. I was also prawning, thank you. You go get some rest. Sleep if you need to. These guys are nearly connected. Yeah. I don't even know why I didn't, like, logically connected that. I guess I just kind of figured, like, you know, it's a game. Like, these kind of things don't matter, maybe, when obviously they really do. But yeah, I don't know. Sound logic. I get all of those ones. Get out of there. And these two that are getting made also go. And yeah. Alright, what the fuck else was I saying? That's right, I'm paying attention to these guys. I keep having something on the back burner of my mind where I'm like, I've got to do something. It's important and I can't forget it, but I keep forgetting what because it's not actually in a colony spot. It's outside of the buildings. The other thing too is that I do want to do, at least in the future, I will probably, after Asora, if they complete their journey to the off-world flag and we absolutely fucking murder everybody and a few people leave, I will do a different playthrough where basically I'll see if I can get like a hefty amount of people, maybe try to limit myself a little bit more and just absolutely just wreck everyone and see what happens. See what that does. You know, that's something I do want to do in the future as a playthrough, is just basically wipe the map clean. Well, not 100% clean, but I just want to know, like, if they go away, they stay gone, and do you still keep getting attacked? Let me take that. So, Bob, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. What are you guys up to? I'll see if I can get these two to connect up. Yeah, what are you guys up to tonight? That nuclear colony. Thank you for the follow, Kawaii. Yeah, no, I've got massive fucking colony. I just completely forgot to click off then. I'm trying to send out, I think these are a total of 4 caravans, and we're up to like 117 animals and 40 animals, and I'm trying to collect them together so that we can send them down to my original location down here and basically just destroy this place and just send it home. Send it up to new location. What's it? Oh, you know, making a nuclear-powered colony. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I follow you. Sorry, I'm a little confused. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty cool. I don't have that many mods. I've only got like 6 mods and I don't have any DLCs and stuff, so I didn't know that you could do like nuclear stuff, but I mean, it is RimWorld and there's just endless mods options, so yeah, obviously that's something that can be done. So there's caravan numbers. Yeah, so I've got 231 people in my colony at the moment. We had 243, and that was kind of the limit for my game. So my computer wasn't using much resources, but the game itself was basically maxed. So I had to kill a few people. I let a few people go. And yeah, we've still got like 5 or so more people left to die so that this will run a little bit smoother. But yeah, we had hundreds of animals. We culled them. I did this whole big thing on a weekend offline to like stress test everything and see how to fix it. And yeah, did they merge? I think they merged. Yeah, they did. All right, cool. All right. Yeah, these ones are going down with the animals. We've got about 8,000 kilograms of weight that we can do with them. And these ones are coming up with stuff from the other colony. And my colony is called Asora. And this location is Qulin. And this is kind of an example of what I normally do. I take up the entire map. Sasha can go hard with her fire starting. That's perfectly fine. So yeah, I normally use the whole map. This is Salvation. It is severely deconstructed. There is almost nothing left. But yeah, we are in the last couple of weeks of deconstructing all of this. Thank you for the follow as well, Club. We're in the last couple of weeks of deconstructing this location and moving it to the new one. And we're currently at 11 months IRL gameplay on this playthrough. So it's taken a while, and we're working our way to the off-world flag with a fucking army just to take it on and see if we can leave. So that's kind of what we're doing at the moment. I also enjoy less mods, usually around about 10 to 20 mods, mainly little quality of life stuff rather than huge extras. If Renomatics mod allows you to make nuclear plants, energy weapons, defenses. Nice. I don't actually come across too many people that enjoy like playing with less mods. I do come across a few people that enjoyed like more of the quality of life stuff. I've only got, what have I got? Apart from, I don't have any DLCs. I've got Prepare Carefully, which I use to bring in colonists from other maps as they were when I first found them, so that we could play with them again. I've got Wild Reproduction, Drop All Inventory, Hugs Live Harmony, and Deep Stacks. That's it. That's all I've got. And there are like some that kind of interest me. Like I'd like to be able to have like maybe more crops. But I know as soon as I start, it's a fucking slippery slope, and I don't think I would stop. So I do enjoy RimWorld as it is anyway, generally speaking. So I'm not too gung-ho to like add anything. Plus, it's closed mod playthrough on this at the moment, so I'm not even gonna get to look at anything for maybe another year, based on how this playthrough is going. I think it could take at least 1 more year before we get to location off-world flag. It says crazy settlement, 11 months, holy cow. Yeah, I was not expecting this to go as long as it has. Just to be clear, I brought in 21 colonists from all of my previous maps, and I'm classifying them as like my legacy colonists. So I take extra care to like look after them. Like for instance, this is Amia. You know, she's from one of the original ones, and I've buffed her up with a whole bunch of like the trainer things and stuff, and I know who they are, like Shizuka and stuff, Jet, all that. And so long as they survive until the very end, until we're at the off-world flag, and whoever makes it just gets to leave, and the rest of these people are basically my motherfucking army to take that on. Yeah. So I don't know how that's going to go, but I really did expect this lot to like implode when we started, since my last colony of Nido just fucking hated each other, and they just ripped each other to shreds. They literally just imploded. I let them go one day and they just murdered each other non-stop for 50 minutes until it was over. And then that was it. Okay, I'm back. I dipped out earlier to finish off watching my shows. Play more after stream. So does that mean you're going to take extra special care of me on the next game? Yes, so Grim, because we've got you, I mean, a lot faster to find you this way. Since we found you, yeah, you will probably get created on the next map. Like, I would like to probably still play with a couple of my regular people like Amiya, Shizuka, Acosta them, right? My originals. But I will probably go back to when you first came in, check out when your bio looked like, see how old you were, recreate your character and save it, and then bring you in to the new map. So you'll probably go into another one in the future anyway. I mean, now that we've actually fucking found you. So Grim, I've never come across in any other map. He was actually an ally. For the first time in my life, I fucked over my own personal principles to take Grim away from my allies just because Grim's my best mate. And I'm like, I want you in my colony. But I've got several people in here that are like followers and stuff like that, members that have been around for a while. Like, I don't know where the fuck he is, but I think he's on this particular colony. Moose. Moose is one. I've got Nikki. We got Shadow. We got Wolf. All them. I'm still looking for a couple more. I'm looking for like a Tyranther or a Blessed or something like that for a couple people. But they're kind of like rare names. If I see them, it doesn't matter if they're an ally or not. I'm taking them. That'll be an exception kind of thing. That's like climbing up to waterside. You can slowly ascend, add a few before jumping on the side and going nuts. So the thing is, like, I feel like if I added in, like, say, additional crops like mushrooms, for instance, like, I wish I could harvest mushrooms in this game. If I could do that, I would probably forget that it's not part of the core game because I'd only add that one element. Like, I wouldn't add in, like a batch that has additional crops, like, you know, several different things or something. Like, it would be more limited than that. Like, if I go into like their types and stuff, you know how it would give you this many kind of thing, and a new one would be like, oh well, here's a selection of trees, so you get like 3 different things or something like that. I would look for one that specifically only adds one item, and that would be mushrooms. And then I don't even know, like, I guess it kind of would already be pre-programmed to go into like cooking and stuff. So like, I'd be pretty picky about it. But I also like the fact that I've been playing RimWorld for a few years and I literally only have 6 mods, and I still love the game as it is. So like, I'm in no rush to add stuff, so I don't mind that it's like another year away at least before I even consider looking at anything. It is a little bit frustrating in one sense because I know there's a new DLC that's going to be coming out, and because I am in a closed playthrough, I can't just like, if I like it, I can't just like grab it and play it, because then it completely changes everything to do with this playthrough. So there's that. Like, it makes it a little bit more restrictive to kind of play, you know? But no Anne. What do you mean no Anne? What did I miss? This sounds mad. Also just checked your tags. Fellow Aussie represent. I gotta head to bed, unfortunately, but thanks for the explanation. I'll be rooting for your victory. No worries, club. Thank you for coming and raiding me, hanging out, living your community with me. And yeah, if you need to go get some sleep, like, you know, go get some sleep. It is like, I don't know, for me it's like 11:30 at night. So yeah, if it's anything around that for you, I can go get some rest. Thank you for raiding me though. I do appreciate that. And yeah, curiosity. It's nice. So meanwhile, I played RimWorld and I have roughly 200 plus mods. Yes, see, the thing is, Grim, I think you're a normal RimWorld player. I keep encountering this like in when my videos go to like YouTube and stuff, and most people have got like 200 to like, I don't know, 300 plus mods on average. So I would consider that to be kind of normal. The fact that I've only got a couple of mods is just because, like, oh shit, don't put it there. It's just because, like, I'm really picky with it. And because I've restricted myself in the way of, like, this particular playthrough. Like, I have parameters that I'm trying to maintain, which makes it challenging, especially since this is a no drugs colony. So I can't even let them have, like, any kind of, like, boosted medicines or anything. Like, it's only direct medical care. So, yeah. It makes it really difficult because they're not allowed even like recreational shit. So yeah, I'm West Coast. It's only 9:30 here, but I got crazy training scheme going for my army prep, so getting up early. Good night, everyone. No worries. Like I said, get some sleep. Thank you again for rating me. And yeah, I'm on the Brisbane side of Australia, so it's it's nice and late for me. But this is my average time for streaming, 10 until 2 a.m. And yeah, hopefully I catch you again next time. Was it the colony? Was it in the colony at Lamau? Was it? No. Oh, no, Anne. Wait a minute. I might have an Anne. Hold on. Let me go looking for one. I don't think I've got an Anne, but I'll tell you what. I'll go looking for one. Was it 9:30? Was it in 1985? What? What? No. Are you talking about like it's supposed to be back in time? No, in Australia. So anybody that's not Australian that didn't understand that, I'm in Queensland. I'm on the east coast of Australia. So basically, it's like 2 hours ahead of the other side of Australia. So the west coast of Australia is 2 hours behind us. But our time zones are extra special fucked. So south is sometimes an hour ahead of us. But if you go into daylight savings times, sometimes they're not ahead of us. And if you go to South Australia, which is the middle south of Australia, it is, I think, ahead of us by like an hour or something, I think. And if you go to the northern central Australia, it's like an hour or half. It's like a half an hour. I think South Australia is half an hour forwards and Northern Territory is half an hour behind Queensland or something. It makes no fucking sense. And then all of a sudden Perth is like 2 hours behind us. Australia is a lot bigger than it is, than it looks. So it gets nice and complicated. I used to do like, I don't know, I used to have some call center shit some time ago. So I do remember like time zone changes. I hated that job so much. I hated disrupting people. The worst job. One of the worst ones. I have an Orellan. That doesn't really count as an N. I've got an ABBA. You have an E, so let's go. I know. E is fantastic. She's a great cook. Then only achieve or activate, deactivate mods, depending on what theme of RimWorld I feel like playing. So I had an interesting conversation yesterday in YouTube, Grim. I had a conversation about how apparently when the new DLCs come out, sometimes they can break existing mods, so they don't always work. So then you've got to go through and figure out which ones are outdated and which ones are no longer compatible and stuff. So we got an alley. It's close. Yeah, I was wondering if that happens, because I know you've got about the same amount of mods as like the average person, so I know I can ask you that. No, we don't have an Anne. We got an As, but we don't have an Anne. If I can find an Anne, I'll take it. We did have one come in and I absolutely fucking wrecked her. That was a long time ago. That was before I met you though. But Perth is in different time zones. 1985. Tomorrow already here in Melbourne. Yeah, pretty much. Like you guys would be an hour ahead of us, I think. Is Melbourne an hour ahead? I don't honestly remember. I remember like New South Wales, like Sydney shit, because like, I don't know, I've travelled to both Sydney and Melbourne. I like Melbourne more, to be clear. It's quite nice down there. But yeah, I just don't remember there being much of a time zone change. So I must have travelled when there was like, I don't know. I travelled in like a November kind of time zone. So I don't know if that's outside of, what the fuck is it? Daylight savings, says the word. I'm pretty sure Australia doesn't have daylight savings. Fucking Queensland doesn't have daylight savings. I think. I don't know if it does. I never fucking observe if it does or not. I'm just generally a very oblivious kind of person. Like, I always used to get caught off guard when I'd have to, like, contact New South Wales and it's like, I don't know, what is it? An hour ahead and shit's already closed. I'm like, God damn it. So when those things happen, I hate it because we can have to wait for mods to be updated for the latest version. Sometimes it can be weeks or months, but most of the time mods do get updated and you can't get that mod anymore. Yeah, that'll be interesting. So because I don't have those, I'm hoping that my shit doesn't change. Like, that they don't go in and like, I have no clue how this shit works because honestly, I haven't done any of that stuff. But you know, like I kind of hope that when they update all the shit for the next DLC that it doesn't affect anything I've already got. I kind of feel like when Biotech came out, I feel like something was read and needed to be updated. I just don't fucking remember what it was because it was just so immediate and I was gone. I don't know. I wasn't streaming back then either, so I wasn't like consciously paying attention to it. That one's a masterwork. Let's move that up into here. This room setting is terrible. Can I get these chairs the fuck out of here? Can I get that over there, maybe? I've got like all these spare chairs just chilling around. You know, that moment where you have like, I don't know, a dozen dining room chairs just like in random places, but none of them are actually next to a bench, so nobody's sitting on them. They're just decorative in the area. Yeah, that's my colony. I guess you two can move up there. That'll be fine. I do have a couple of fire foam poppers, and I do kind of want to move them more to like here, where it's kind of most of the area. It doesn't really matter if it's there or whatever. That's kind of more centered, I guess. It's not, but you know, fine. The key mods normally get carried over. Key means mods that are popular or getting updated regularly. Yeah, that would make sense. Plus, I also imagine that some people that are making the mods maybe also do have like full-time jobs and or other responsibilities, or just haven't been in that space for a while. So they may not necessarily be super aware of it. Oh, don't move it there. And that's how I'd look at it too. That would be why some of them would take more than months to get like updated and stuff. But yeah, I could imagine for you guys that are actually using the mods, it would be very frustrating to suddenly not be able to use something that you enjoy having as like a core part of like your gameplay, you know. I just don't particularly have that many mod stuff. How is the light setting down here? Because I only had the 2, that's why. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.